Welcome back. Now to labour issues. Comrade Ayuba Waba has resumed work at the National Secretariat of the Nigeria Labour Congress as the new president of the Workers' Union. Although the election that declared Mr. Waba as president of the NLC is under contention by some aggrieved unionists, Comrade Ayuba has promised to unite all members of the Congress. According to him, the new NLC will push for a better minimum wage for Nigerian workers.
We are going to use both direct and indirect approach to approach the aggrieved parties in order to reconcile. What I mean by direct is that the leadership, present leadership, will try to approach individuals and collection of all of them to see reason beyond personal interest, to look at the organization as the ultimate, because we have had such situations in the past and we have been able to resolve them. So I think we must give peace a chance, and that's why I said we have extended already a hand of fellowship to everybody, and therefore we are looking ahead to see how we can be able to resolve the issues.
Meanwhile, medical doctors working for the Lagos State government today began an indefinite strike over several protracted issues with the state government. The doctors, under the aegis of the Medical Guild, are aggrieved over issues which include alleged engagement of doctors as casual workers and the withholding of doctors' salaries for May 2012 and from August to September 2014 over the doctors' involvement in industrial actions. Meanwhile, the state government has described the current strike as illegal, just like the former one. In a press statement signed by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Lateef Ibirogba, the government says it is a fact that those health workers who did not work during the stated period were not paid. This, Mr. Ibirogba said, is in line with the no work, no pay rule policy of the government, which is in accordance with international employment practices and the Trade Disputes Act. He therefore advised the doctors to resume at their respective duty positions while discussions with the state government are ongoing. After 15 years of inactivity, the Onicha water scheme has been revived. While commissioning the project ceremony, Governor Willie Obiano said the scheme has the capacity to meet the water needs in Onicha and its environs, while adequate measures have been put in place for its proper maintenance and sustainability.
It was a rousing welcome for Governor Willie Obiano and his wife Ebele from children and people of Onicha as they marched to the site of the Greater Onicha Water Basin. This site has been abandoned for 15 years, but the story is changing now as the government reactivates the water supply scheme. Governor Willie Obiano says the reactivation of the water scheme costs the state 1 naira, while 1.9 billion naira salary arrears owed staff of the State Water Corporation has been settled.
This is one of those projects I inherited from my predecessor that I completed. By the way, every work, everything my predecessor left undone, I'm continuing with it. Everything. Not one project has been abandoned so far. This project costs 1.8 billion, but my administration put about 1.2 to be able to get into this stage.
The revival of the water supply scheme has drawn positive reactions from the people of the community.
Water has been a serious problem here in Onicha and its environment. So people can easily access water, have access to clean water, and be able to do their domestic chores without going miles to fetch water.
Apart from Onicha, about 5 neighboring communities is said would benefit from the project.
First Bank. You first.
Hello, welcome to Business News. Participants at the ongoing Africa CEO Forum in Geneva, Switzerland have pointed out the need to support family businesses on the continent. Among issues raised in the need is the need to be focused in the midst of challenges that may arise in running the business. Our correspondent, Bolaji Akinwale, reports.
The Africa CEO Forum is providing an avenue for business leaders to gather and discuss issues that will move the companies forward. One aspect of relevance is growing family businesses. Nigeria's Chief Executive Officer of Honeywell Group, Mr. Obal Tudeko, describes the strategy that can aid family businesses in Africa.
I like to be able to say very clearly that business is about building value creation. Therefore, when you run businesses, either family or non-family businesses, the principles are the same. You must be accountable, transparent. Your best practices must be best practices, world class. You must run businesses for efficiency.
You first need to have a vision and a long-term outlook. And this is how, when we started in Nigeria in 1989, nobody said we would become, nobody would have, if I told you that we would one day become a major commodity company, agribusiness company in the world, you would not have, you would have said, the man is not serious.
The involvement of the private sector in economic growth has been emphasized as the catalyst for sustained growth.
For the company to have a proper focus, don't deviate from your strategy. Of course, you do regular reviews to be sure that they're still online, but a proper focus and a vision of what you want to do should always be there.
Besides all of this, government's policies have been identified as a key factor to transforming the various economies.
For the government to show a willingness, obviously, to encourage these people through making it easy to do business. Register your company, file your taxes very simply. So there are quite a few things you can do to improve the environment.
African companies need to build trust. They need to tell the world that they're dependable, that these are some of the issues raised at the ongoing Africa CEO Forum here in Geneva. Family businesses around the world are blossoming, but not much can be said about family businesses in Africa. It is time to begin to look inward and develop structures that will continue to keep these businesses in operation even years after the founders are no more. From Geneva, Bolaji Akinwale, the Channels Television News.
A combination of local knowledge and insight to actualize global public relations practice has seen the emergence of one of the world's leading strategic communication firms in Nigeria. Boson Marcella, a Pan-African public relations firm, and CMC Connect Limited have turned years of relationship into a strong partnership as both firms unveil a new brand identity in Lagos. Our correspondent Kelvin Obete reports.
Key players in the media and public relations industry are gathered to celebrate the future of PR practice in Nigeria. It is a partnership that is connected by one vision, a vision that has given birth to a global corporate entity, CMC Connect, Boson Marcella. Chairman of Channels Television, Mr. John Momo, has the honor to unveil the new identity.
But first, to the glory of God, I am very delighted to unveil this wonderful Orishi idea.
Under the new business structure, CMC Connect Limited will be the holding company for 4 firms: Tangle Africa, iOctane, Reignite Public Affairs, and its flagship company, CMC Connect, Boson Marcella.
Our announcing or our launching of CMC Boson Marcella tonight, CMC Connect Boson Marcella, is an affirmation of our trust in the local company's ability to look after the global brand on our behalf.
The theme of the evening is derived from a Yoruba word, Orishi, which represents the core of what the new company will be offering to its clients.
Creative House would like to do things differently. We would like to do things as long as it gives our clients value. So that's why we chose the theme, Orishi, to celebrate the formal announcement of our affiliation with Boson Marcella. And yes, that is what gave rise to my outfit. It's part of the Orishi. It's different. If I wasn't wearing it, you would not pay attention to it, would you?
he was very focused. I admire him tremendously for that. He was focused on exactly what he wanted to do. And it's paying off after all this time. And Mr. Momo said as much. He's remained true to his calling. He hasn't allowed himself to be distracted by other things that are happening. So I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for CMC. I'm very happy that it's a global brand like Burson Marcella that he's affiliating with.
The partnership is expected to meet current realities and demands in public relations practice and improve profit lines for clients. Kelvin Obetin, Channels Television News.
The Nigerian equities market resumed the week negative as massive profit-taking led the all-share index down by 2.57%. Harriet has a summary of the day's trading.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The first trading day of the week saw massive profit taking at the Nigerian equities market. Now, Zenith Bank was marked down for cash dividend payment of ₦1.75 today, dragging key market capitalization and all-share index down by 2.57% to end the session at 9.98 trillion naira and 29,929.56 points respectively. The lender is one of the most capitalized commercial bank on the Nigerian stock market. 34 stocks recorded price losses, and the top 3 price decliners were Seplat, Nigerian Breweries and Total. GSK, 7-Up Bottling Company and Mobil led 6 other equities that recorded price gains for the day. The 3 most actively traded stocks were Unity Bank, Access Bank and Transcorp. At the end of the day's session, total market value and volume dropped to 1.83 billion naira and 298.98 million shares exchanged in 3,703 deals. Well, those are the day's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agbenyi.
Thanks a lot, Harriet. FBN Holdings Nigeria Limited has given 6 of its customers brand new cars for being loyal to the bank. The presentations, which marks the end of the promo bonanza, saw one of the customers presented with a car at the bank's headquarters in Marina, Lagos, by the bank's chief executive. Our business correspondent Temple Ashaju reports.
It's a Monday morning with a difference at First Bank headquarters in Marina, Lagos. As part of activities ending First Bank's savings final draw, the lender presents this brand new Toyota Corolla car to a loyal customer. The Group Managing Director, Mr. B.C. Onosanya, presents the car to Mrs. Ebisa Onyema, who emerged winner after a credible draw under the National Lottery Regulatory Council supervision. For the winner, the car is a reward for her inborn savings culture.
Really, I have the habit of savings. So when the promo came in, it's just part of me. And it's good to save. So when I was called that I am the winner, I give God the glory, and I'm excited about it. And I encourage everybody to join in savings because it really helps.
With 5 other cars presented elsewhere by First Bank, the lender says it's a fulfillment of its continued promise to customers.
We do this regularly just to continue to reward our customers for their loyalty, for their belief in the bank, and to also reassure those who are still out there that First Bank lives by its promises. A few months ago, we gave out a 4-bedroom detached house in Lekki Phase 1. People thought it was a fluke, but we gave out the 4-bedroom detached house. Today we are giving out 6 Toyota Corolla cars. It's not a substitute for good quality service, which we provide to our customers. It's also to reward them for their loyalty to the bank and continue to encourage them to continue to bank with First Bank.
I used to see this on telly. I never knew that it's actually for real. I want to say a very big thank you to the management and staff. I want them to keep it up so that every other person will be encouraged to save.
With an aim to enhance financial inclusion in Nigeria, FBN Savings Promo Bonanza has produced a total of 12 cars winners across the country. Temple Ashaju, Channels Business News.
Well, that's it on Business News tonight. Bimbo will be back with the rest of the news at 10, but that's after a quick look at the global market figures for today. I'm Anne Mwawadu.
First Bank. You first.
Still ahead on the news at 10. D-Day approaches as more schools intensify preparations for the preliminaries of the Channel's National Kids Cup, which kicks off tomorrow in Lagos. That's on Sports News. Do join us again.